Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings Live. This extremely handsome devil's your host, Bill Miller. I see we have a couple of our usual suspects in already. We've got the Jackson Roy Kurt, my barbarian brother. We've got Ranger Sly, my buddy from up north. Alex Big Blue, representing Kentucky. So, a little bit different today. I got a couple unboxings, but before that, I figured I'd show a couple of action figures, if you will, that I am in the process of selling, so I may not get a chance to ever show those. So I figured I'd show those real quickly. And then we're going to take a look at Comic Link and see what books that they have in their current auction and which ones have sold already and what prices they sold for. I figured that'd be a hoot and a holler. What's going on, Captain? Good to see you, sir. Ahoy. That's quite possible. That is quite possible. All right, so here are a couple of items that are kind of cool, nothing big, but we have a Spider-Man Pez dispenser from the 90s. But you see there's damage to the bubble pushed in, and there is a tape pull on the back of this. And we also have one of Cat. This one in better condition, but same series. And you can date Pez dispensers. They have, what you do is on the side of them, I don't know if this will focus, but there's some writing right there. On the side of them, it's got a patent number. Plus, it'll usually tell the country of manufacture. And you can go into some different sites and they'll tell you, oh, well, based on this patent number, those Pez dispensers were made between this year and that year, kind of thing. And so these date to the 90s. Some other things are the superhero squad, like the ones back there, but these ones never saw the light of day. So we have what? Cap and Red Skull with this one. And he is hoisting the cosmic cube aloft. Ages 3+, so I'm going to say 3 to 99. And that is physically Jackson, so you're okay. You can still play with these. Not mentally 3+, just physically 3+. There's the back. So these ones are in really good condition. This is from 2008. I think most of them are from like 2006 on through. They had different series. I can't remember what series this one is. It's like 7 or 9 or something like that. Maybe it says on there. It doesn't. I looked it up, but I can't recall. I do not, Sly. I have a couple other ones from the 90s, I think, that are out of the package. Snoopy, Woodstock, and Charlie Brown. But only because I collect Charlie Brown stuff. And these just because they were superhero ones, but not necessarily because they're Pez dispensers. That's possible. Well, hopefully he and or his girlfriend are watching the Buy It Now that I have for those two items. So that is one superhero squad. Here's another one of Daredevil and Spider-Man. Like I said, those are Superhero Squad behind me, but they've been on that wall for probably 10 plus years. So they're definitely sun damaged from the sun coming in from the window right there, just beating on them. And behind here, over that way, I have the same type of thing, but with Spider-Man Superhero Squads. And those ones look nearly as clear as this, just because they don't have any direct sunlight beating in on them. But these have been since, what's this one? 2007. So since 2007, these were stuck in a box in a closet right there. And so they've never seen the light of day. What else have we got? We got Big Alex, the comic hoarder. Good to see you, sir. So the figures behind me under the statues. Okay, yeah, so those are bobbleheads on the top. Diamondbacks, Phoenix Suns, of course, because Arizona rules. Below that, I have all of the 12-inch Marvel, the Marvel Icon action figures, Marvel Legends icons. And these were, in an attempt to get those, these were ones that had damaged boxes, these four. So I took them out of the boxes and displayed them and got ones that had good boxes years and years ago. And those are just, there's like a little Hulk. That's a Hulk, that's a cat, and that's some duck. But these down here, these are superhero squads as well. All of these, and as I was saying before, they have been there for 10 plus years. And the sun comes in through that window, and so even though they're all new in the package were put up there, there's definitely a browning of the plastic because of that sun damage, radiation damage. The ones I'm showing now were put in a box in a closet since day one, so they have a really clear bit of plastic. This is Ant-Man and Doctor Strange. All right. Well, they have an Uncle Scrooge one. Well, that's a good one to have as far as Pez dispensers. Ooh, a Venom Pez. That's right. I remember that. I think you had that on a video. Aggressively relaxing. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, these are Greg's. A grown man wouldn't collect Superhero Squad figures, Alex. I mean, give me a break. All right, so this one is Punisher and Blade. That's some firepower there. What's going on, Tim? Good to see you, sir. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. The 3.75-inch DC Universe Crisis figures. I did not. Almost all of my comic book paraphernalia would be Marvel. I have very few DC things. Most of the DC stuff I have, I got for Mini Musings because he's a big Batman fan. And so, and plus, I guess within the last 5 years or so, when it comes to like plushies and sheets and all those types of things, they just seem, DC characters seem to be more plentiful than the Marvel characters, at least in the areas I looked. So he's got mostly DC stuff. Mastodon, good to see you, sir. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. All right, you broke me down. I got these for me. This is Ghost Rider and the Flame Cycle. All right. Yeah, exactly. There you are, son. Punisher's loaded up. What's going on, Raul? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Matty Woods, how are you, sir? Hope you're doing good. And these aren't all of them. I got a lot of them. I'm just showing a couple because I'm selling these, so this would probably be the only chance I'd ever have to show them. This is a Toys R Us exclusive Superhero Squad 5-pack. And so this one's got Thor, Iron Man, Wasp, Gray Hulk, and Cap. The little cityscape behind them. And that is the back of this guy. I got another one of these. I haven't dug it out yet. So, if I do, I will eventually, because I'll probably sell those too. And so before I do, I'll put those in a live stream. And this one I'm not selling, but I've never shown it before, so I figured I would. This is the Ghost Rider Ultimate Ghost Rider and Flame Cycle. I just think this one's pretty awesome. I can see you through the box. Can you see me? I'll blink twice. Can you see me blink twice? All right. So there's one side. That's from the back. There's from the front. There's the dusty top. And then there's the back of the box. So when is this guy from? 2007. So I know I got it when it came out, and I just stuck it in the closet, and that was that. And so I figured, I'll bring him out, let him see the light of day for a quick minute. Yeah, well, that's part of it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I love that one. But yeah, so that's part of it. It's like I've gotten to the point where, so there's a confluence of a couple different things going on, right? Number one is I've always sold graded comics through consignment for 12 to 15 years now. Not a lot, maybe 1 or 2 a month. But I've got my stepson coming back from the Army, and his room is full of stuff. And closets are full of stuff. And so ultimately, I'm going to need to start selling some raw comics. But I also figured, well, as long as I'm needing to make room, because I want to buy other comics that I want, and I need to make room and clear stuff out of here, I figured, well, you know what? I've had like some of these things in the closet for 15 years. There's no practical sense in me keeping them in there when I don't have either the room or the desire to display them appropriately. And so why not make a little bit of money to put towards something else, but more importantly, rehome them with someone who will show them a little bit more love than I've shown them in the last 10, 15 years. And so that's kind of the thought process behind it. I'm reading that. This is what Ed is gone to make room. Oh, yeah. Betting that Mrs. Musings wanted it. Yeah. She, you know what, Mrs. Musings has been super cool about it. It's just something where I figured, you know what, I'm gonna start selling things, and I've already sold a lot because I collected a lot of, I'll say Charlie Brown related ideas, because peanuts, if it's not properly enunciated, can be misinterpreted. So let's say Charlie Brown stuff. I had lots of same thing, right? In a box for years. There was like a St. Paul tribute to Charles Schulz where a bunch of statues were made, base statues of the different most popular characters: Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Lucy, Linus, so on and so forth. And they asked artists to paint them, add things to them, and make an artistic creation based on that base statue. And they would put them throughout the city. Well, Hallmark made little resin figures, I think 4.5 inch or 5 inch figures of some of the more popular artistic interpretations of these different Peanuts characters. So I've sold recently several of those, same concept, just to make room. And I'll just keep going. I've got box after box after box of stuff. So I'll keep going through and see what I want to hang on to and what I'll let go to clear some room. The issue is most of the stuff in there are trading cards. And so there's not a whole lot of room you're going to make by selling a card here or there. Plus, I used to be heavy into sports cards. I would need to get back into that world and send off a lot of my bigger stuff to like PSA, maybe BGS, but probably PSA. That seems to be the standard. And from what I understand, they're not even taking submissions right now. So that would be a later on type thing. And that would be less to make room and more to generate some money to buy some of the comic books that I want. It's definitely a seller's market. It's insanity. In my 30 plus years of following comic books, I've never seen anything like that. So far, everything's been sold on eBay, Sly. I don't have a big enough following on YouTube or on Instagram. So that's why none of my comics or comic related stuff is posted there. So everything's on eBay and eBay, I should say, and I take the 13% hit and move on. And I'm not really the like offer up type for that type of stuff. It's a lot of work. I'm the offer up type for buying comic books, but not necessarily for selling things. I've never sold anything on offer up. I don't know. What is my seller? I think it's K Marks 29. Not sure. The heck is it? Yeah, it is. It's K Marks 29. That is my eBay seller name. That's one I had whenever eBay first started, and I've always had it. Mainly bought stuff. I sold comics, a couple graded comics there years and years ago, but didn't do too well. So I said, no, I'm not going to sell those on eBay anymore. I'm going to go the consignment route with Pedigree, Comic Connect, Comic Link, and that's done pretty well for me. Plus, I don't need to sell anything, so that's a luxury, right? So I don't have to take losses on things or liquidate things really quickly. But those are the ones I brought out. I got a bunch more, and I'll bring them out maybe like this. There we go. Just like that, all one word. I was hoping we could take a look-see at Comic Link. to see what items, at least items that I'd be interested in. And if you guys wanted me to take a look at anything, we could look something up. But they got an auction right now that's just ended, and they got one that's starting up. So I'd just be curious to see what they have, and of the ones that recently ended, what did they sell for? So let's take a look. All right. There we are. So this is in my area, some of the things that I would be looking at, like coming up in the May auction, they got a Weird Fantasy 9.0. That's a high grade, right? Weird Science 12 and 13, beautiful Wally Wood covers, but 8.5s. Those are things that I wouldn't be in the market for. The ones they have in this May auction definitely seem to be higher grade. Beautiful copies, but not something that I'd be able to do. So Weird Science 16, Weird Science Fantasy 25, and the 26, both 8.5s. Oh, there's that beautiful Frazetta number 29 in a 7.5. Weird Thrillers, Zip Davis. They have some cool what look to be painted covers. Oh, Weirdo number 1. So I just put in weird. Adventures into Weird Worlds number 3 at 0.5. Oof. Weird War Tales. That's a good looking one. I do collect that. 1 through 20. Weird Western Tales number 12. Adventures into Weird Worlds. Weird Fantasy. Another one. This is number 10. We got number 11. And then these look like some pulps. So these sold. $451, $256, not a bad price. $294, those aren't bad prices. $226. And these pulps, I don't know much about pulp pricing, whether those are good prices, whether they're in good condition. $601, wow. $37.94, and then this is a super cool cover, skeleton cover. Weird Terror number 2, but in a 2.0, one for $220. Wow. All right, so I put in Terror. There's Black Terror. Those are really cool covers, not necessarily something I collect. Oh boy, that one is a beauty. That LB Cole Startling Terror 5.0. That's going to go for a nice chunk of change. Adventures into Terror. That's cool. Beware Terror Tales number 1. Never seen that one. Beware Terror Tales number 5. Those are cool looking. Tomb of Terror. And then I do, let's say, a Frontline Combat. There are some beauties there. A Gaines file copy. So I think Bill Gaines took like maybe 6 to 10, maybe even more of each issue and just squirreled them away. I think he had designs on giving like at least one to each of his children. And I know that he had taken a couple throughout the years, given them to friends. I'm sure Russ Cochran got one or two of them. But ultimately, not long before he passed, he did sell them, and I think they all came with a certificate, and just to establish the provenance. And so, if they had that, and you could prove that it came from him, it would be put on the label that it was a Gaines file copy. And they're all, 8.0 to, in some cases, 9.8. Really, really high grade examples. What's going on, Biggie? Good to see you, sir. Yeah, 29 is incredible. Yeah, so that's the Comic Link auction, and so it shows what's coming up in the May auction as well as what just recently ended in last week's auction. Yeah, Black Terror those are some great covers. All right, so as promised, we got a couple boxes to crack open. I don't know what this one is. Maybe it's a slabby, but it's probably raw. I don't know, actually. We'll find out. So, trusty box cutter made for right-handers. This is Jackson's favorite part. Yeah, it's a cool time for a nap. Oh, okay. It looks like it is a slab. So let's see what we got. Oh, maybe a raw in the slab. Okay. I'm trying not to look. Jeez. Okay. I separated the two, so we got that going for us. Okay. All right. Here's the raw. Here's like two. Jackson, you would be disappointed if I didn't take forever and a day to unbox these things. Of that, I am certain. Oh boy. All right. We've got The Haunt of Fear, number 22. Just a beauty. The Ghastly Graham Ingles cover. And I really like this one. It's a Shock Suspense number 17. Love that Scarecrow cover. Not sure who that is. If that's George Evans. I'll have to look to see who does the cover art on that. But love that. So those are the two raw. And I will do a quick recap at the end. And here is the Slabby. I haven't seen it. So you rascals get to see it first. Here it is. All right. Let's take it out of there. And that's Vault of Horror number 36. And I think that's the second to last Vault of Horror. I think 37 has like this Phantom of the Opera type guy, this ghost in like a tux or something like that. So super excited about this one. This is Vault of Horror 36 EC Comics, April to May of 1954. Classic opium addict story, letter from Bill Spicer. Johnny Craig story, cover and art. Graham Ingles, Bernie Krigstein, and Jack Davis art. And this is a CGC 6.0 with off-white to white pages. So just a beauty. And on the back, if you're looking to get a new He-Man body, look no further. Charles Atlas can help you with that. Tired of being ashamed of your build? Love it. The ads are oftentimes as good as the comics themselves. So the Vault of Horror 36. Super cool. All right, we'll do one more. And then we will call it an evening. Let's see. All right. This one I'm pretty sure is a slab yet. I think I know this one. Let's see. All right. Davey Clark, how are you? Good to see you. James Gallegos, thanks for dropping in, sir. Thank you, thank you. Yes, it is beer time, sir. Jackson probably wasn't off. He probably wasn't off by much. All right. So let's see if I can get this one open more quickly. It inadvertently builds the anticipation. I'm not clever enough to purposefully do that. I just keep getting things that take forever to open. I will I see the back, so I'll show it to you guys first. Well, he did a really good job of packing this. I mean, it was completely encased in plastic. I'm going to take it out of the bag. Grayman, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Oh, it was hot. It was hot. And I decided to clean my air conditioner coils. And I have two AC units because it's two-story. And it's really something that I've never done it before myself, but I watched a video on YouTube and it looked really simple. And it is pretty simple. So I figured, why not save some money and do this myself? It's just something I should have done in the maybe 2 months ago or so when it was nicer out. So yeah, I was sweating up a storm, but I did get them both cleaned. So that was good. No coyotes were harmed in this unboxing video. Mentally harmed. All right, here we are. Boom. We've got Weird Terror number 10 with a beautiful Don Heck cover. So the last live stream, I showed a book, Horror by Heck, because I'm really getting into some of his PCH stuff. This is Weird Terror number 10, Comic Media, March of 1954. Rudy Pillay, Ross Andrew, and Mike Esposito art, Don Heck cover and art. And this is a CGC 4.5 with off-white pages. Just fantastic. And this is one of the stories in that Horror by Heck hardback book, so that's kind of cool. And on the back, ha, you can grow your hair again. I'm in luck. We too thought it was impossible, but our hair grew again. Who knew that we had the answer, the magical elixir, all these years ago? But there it is. So yes, I'm super excited. It's my first PCH Don Heck cover. And just a fantastic one. I'm trying to put together all of the Weird Terror and all of the horrific, but it's quite an undertaking, and they're not necessarily the cheapest of books. I got a very good deal on this one from Top City Comics. Really cool dude named Adrian. He has an Instagram account, Top City Comics, if you're interested. Facebook, but I saw it on eBay and reached out to him and said, hey, you know, can we work something out? And he was really cool, super nice. Worked out a great deal for me and shipped it, as you saw, really, really well, packaged very well. And I couldn't be happier with the transaction. So if you're interested in any Golden Age or Silver Age, you might want to check him out. Go to topcitycomics.com or Top City Comics on Instagram. Yeah, no, I'm not that clever, James. I wish. See, I don't show, ever since the first couple episodes of Cover Slingers, I noticed that Matilda really banged on Slabbies. So ever since then, I never show slabs on Cover Slingers. I only show raw books. Wasn't the Undertaker a wrestler? One of those wrestlers. All right. So I'll do a quick recap. Weird Terror number 10. Super jacked to have that one. We've got The Vault of Horror number 36. I believe this is the second to last issue. I may be wrong, but I think it is. I think it went 37. And we've got 2 raw books that I'll probably send in some point soon to get graded. Shock Suspense number 17. Just love that Scarecrow cover. I think it's George Evans, but I'll have to look to see who the cover artist is on that. I don't see it signed anywhere. And we've got Haunt of Fear number 22 with a ghastly Graham Ingalls cover. And that is it. So I appreciate you guys watching with me. I'll probably go live next Sunday, open something else, show some more collectibles that are going to be leaving, get them some camera time. But other than that, hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday. Thanks for stopping in. And always remember, we're taking over the world one comic book at a time. See you guys.